Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel DIY Savvy Mommy, and welcome if you are new here. I'm Cottage, and today I'm making three very pretty and easy cottagecore fall DIYs. So without wasting time, let's begin with the first DIY. Also, if you enjoy watching today's video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and let's begin with the DIYs. For the first DIY, I took this Halloween sign and turned it around, and this gives me a nice pumpkin shape. So I'm going to use this to make a textured decoupaged pumpkin sign. And for that, I printed out some fall inspired prints that are cottagecore in theme, and I'm going to use these prints to decoupage on my pumpkin. Cottagecore is basically a new trend of decorating that reminds us of simpler times. A country cottage is basically cozy and natural. It is an aesthetic that tells us a lot of story in a single frame, and you can add a lot of natural elements to it, like flowers, butterflies, mushrooms, apples, so many things, baskets. So it basically takes you to those olden countryside themes so that you can use in the current aesthetic that we are having about decorating. So firstly, I took some jute twine and I'm making an outline of my pumpkin. So this gives me a basic shape, and under the shape I'm going to decoupage my natural elements that I'm going to use. So I have used elements like acorns, mushrooms, animal prints and flowers to decoupage on this pumpkin. And firstly I took out the string that it came with, and then I used twine all over to like guide me with the shape of the pumpkin, and then I started with adding the natural elements. Next, I printed out some animal prints, acorns and mushrooms, and buffalo check and flowers in all fall inspired prints, and I'm going to use these prints to decorate and decoupage my pumpkin. And I cut out the printed paper in the slices of pumpkin, and so that each slice has a different texture and different design altogether, and I'm going to glue these so that each of them like a slice of a pumpkin. So this is how it goes. I was a little careful to measure out the printouts correctly so that there are no exposed parts, and all the printouts are glued right in shape. Once the pumpkin is complete, I again made outline with the help of jute twine, and this also gives me a nice outline and a little bit of texture to my pumpkin. And the final thing that I added was a small leaf, a little bow, and a little butterfly on top to decorate the stalk of the pumpkin. And at the bottom, I added a buffalo check print, and on top of that, I wrote autumn vibes. And this is how my pumpkin, a very cottage core, very beautiful, very pretty, turned out. Let me know how you like this little pumpkin. I think it turned out great. Today I'm participating in the fall DIY challenge hosted by Heidi from Heidi Sonboul DIY. Heidi is absolutely amazing. She's a great crafter, has amazing channels, and she's so helpful. She thinks about all the fellow YouTubers, and I really, really appreciate her. I'm going to link her channel in the description box below. I'm sure you're going to love it. So, do check out her channel, and let's move on to the second DIY for today. For the second DIY, I'm using a small basket, and I colored it with orange spray paint all over and let it dry for a while. Then I placed a tea towel inside, and this gives me a nice look to the basket. And then I added some miniature apples. These are miniature apple picks, and I'm going to use them in the basket along with some leaf picks and floral picks. And this is basically giving me a nice apple picking basket. And this looks so pretty when it is done. Purely cottage core, and so adorable. To make the basket more full, I also added some berry picks and some fall leaves also in red color. You can add any color that you like. I thought that the red leaves was going really great with the red apples, and this is how my basket looks. And to add the final touch, I wanted to add a large bow to my basket, so I'm just folding in some ribbon like so. After the ribbon was completely folded, I tied a floral wire to the center, and this gives it a nice bow finish. And then I'm going to fluff up from all the sides so that the bow looks more full, and it is complete. Next, I also added a small piece of ribbon at the center, and this is making my bow complete. And I include this bow on top of my basket, and this makes my apple picking basket complete. And this is how my apple picking basket looks. It looks so adorable, so cute, and I'm loving it as a decor piece also. The colors, the orange and the greens and the reds, they all merge up so nicely with a hint of little blue on the top of the bow. I think it looks really really pretty. For the final DIY, I created a scrapbook fall frame, and for that I took an IKEA frame and then I added scrapbook elements, and I put an old book paper, some a vintage mirror transfer, and some dried foliage and some dried flowers. I pressed all the flowers and foliage with another piece of glass, and then I'm going to put this onto the frame, and this is complete. The scrapbooks looks really really nice. It can look pretty from both the sides because all the flowers and foliage can be seen from both the sides. And lastly, I added the stickers with the words autumn on it, and this makes my fall scrapbook frame complete. It looks so stylish, cottagecore, and fall inspired. And that's all for today. And let me know which out of the three DIYs you like the most. If you enjoyed watching today's video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And I shall see you all very soon in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye and take care.